You're listening to the Experiencing God Day by Day podcast, brought to you by Blackaby Ministries International.
October 30. Spiritual enemies. Ephesians 6, verse 12. For our battle is not against flesh and blood, but against the world powers of this darkness, against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavens. In a battle, it is imperative to identify your enemy. If you are not aware of the point of your attack, you are vulnerable. Paul had many enemies. Some resented him, others hated him, and others wanted to kill him. Some who were supposedly on his side sought to harm him and his ministry. Acts 9, verse 23, Philippians 1, verse 17, 2 Timothy 1, verse 15, 1 Timothy 1, verse 20, 2 Timothy 4, verse 14. In spite of the persecution he faced, Paul never lost sight of his real enemy. Paul was wary of Satan. When people attacked him, he knew they were not his real opponents. They were simply unwitting instruments of the spiritual forces of darkness. When you meet opposition to your faith, your first reaction may be anger toward your antagonist. This may divert your attention from the deeper spiritual dimensions of your conflict. Your adversary may be hopelessly in bondage to sin. Rather than retaliating, you should immediately and earnestly intercede for that person. Your opponent's hostility is your invitation to become involved in God's redemptive work to free him or her from spiritual bondage. Be alert to the spiritual warfare around you. It is real and potentially destructive to you and those you care about. Knowing your real foe will protect you from bitterness and unforgiveness. Your hope lies in the reality that the one who is in you is greater than the one who is in the world. 1 John 4, verse 4. Do not place your hope in humanity, but steadfastly trust in the one who has already defeated your enemy.
This podcast is based on the book Experiencing God Day by Day by Henry and Richard Blackaby, published by B&H Publishing Group, music by Mark Brown.